guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to share with you some of my favorite things during this whole quarantine, social distancing, staying at home with nowhere to go, things that I have been finding to be entertaining or comforting or just maybe helps me relax in general, just the things that I have found to help me through this time in one way or another. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Some of these items you may have seen on older favorites, I'm not sure, but I feel like some of them have been longtime favorites, so we might be revisiting a couple of those. But these are things that have just helped me divert my mind or calm me during this very challenging time for many of us. Okay, so I'm going to start off with some beauty type of products, and one is the Caldrea Lavender Cedar Leaf Hand Lotion. I don't know about you guys, I'm actually going to put some on right now. I don't know about you guys, but I have been washing my hands and hand sanitizing like insane, and my knuckles have gotten really cracked and dry and bleeding sometimes. So constantly putting on hand lotion has really been a big help, and you can see how much I've used already. I mean, I've had this for a little while, but probably this month alone I used most of this, and it has a nice lavender fragrance to it, which I really like. It's kind of calming and it's very hydrating. So I purchased this from Grove. I'll try to leave links in the description below for most of these items if I can find them, but that is something that I received in one of my Grove orders. Something else that my daughter Emily turned me on to are these Glossier lip balms. So I have a tube out now that I've already used. These actually I was gifting to someone, and they come in all different flavors, and some of them are tinted, some of them are not. This one is the birthday balm, and I think the birthday one has a little bit of a glitter to it, and I think it's pink. And then there's the coconut, which is actually this one that I have right now that I've been using, and it kind of, let me just show you how it comes out. So you screw off the top, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of like Vaseline in a way. It's very hydrating, and again, being inside a lot because the weather here in New Jersey is still pretty crummy. I haven't been able to spend a lot of time outside in the warmth. It's been cold and the air has been really dry. So in addition to my hands, my lips have been really dry. So this has been applied multiple times a day, every day, and a little bit goes a long way because I have been using this for the entire month and I still have a lot left. So I really like those, and again, my daughter Emily turned me on to them, so I think they're trending right now with the younger crowd. So they also make for a nice gift for maybe a preteen or a teenager. So I definitely recommend that. I'm gonna put this on now because it's awkward to just have it on my pinky. Okay, I know I mentioned this in a previous vlog, but this icy hot stick is so neat. I tend to get really tight in my neck and shoulders, especially when I'm feeling anxious, having a lot of anxiety. I tend to like do this a lot and just really tense up my neck and shoulders. So this is really neat. Take the top off, and it's just like a deodorant stick. Isn't that cool? And you just rub it on the areas that you need. It's just a lot less messy than the tubes that I am typically used to using. So this is great. You could even throw it in your purse and bring it with you when you're out and about. If you ever leave your house and go anywhere ever again, you could throw it in your purse. I haven't used my purse in probably, I don't know, 10 days now, 20 days. Oh, we did go to the lake house and I had to bring my purse. So yeah, but other than that, my purse has not gone many places. But that is really a good thing to have if you have any muscle tenderness or pain, or if you're using this time to work out. Maybe I've been doing a little bit of workout, so you know, it comes in handy then too. And this other item that I'm about to show you, I found this on Amazon. This is really cool. It's for the same thing. It's for like muscle soreness or feeling tense, and also it's just comforting in general, especially if it's still cold where you're at. So this is a heating pad that you plug in. It's by Sunbeam, and you can see how it's kind of cut out like this. Let me show you what it does. So again, this is for my neck and shoulder pain. you just wrap it around your neck. It's kind of hard now because I have on this big bulky sweatshirt, but there's magnets on the ends here. So this magnetically connects, and then you have this little contraption. So you can put it on warm, low, medium, or high, and I have to say high gets really hot. But when you are in a lot of pain, putting on that really high heat helps a lot. So I really have been enjoying this. And also, again, because it's been cold, sometimes I'll like lay it down in my bed between the sheets before I go to bed just to warm it up for me. And when I'm reading at night, I usually use this. Sometimes I also use it on my lower stomach if I'm having cramps or just not feeling well. So, you know, you can use it anywhere, but it is customized for neck and shoulder pain, and it's by Sunbeam. Again, I found this on Amazon. I'll try to leave a link below, and there's a really long cord on it too, so that is helpful. Something else that I have found incredibly comforting, you guys already know probably because I talked about it so many times, is this sweatshirt that I got for Christmas. It's from Express. It zips up. It has like material here, but then it was once fluffy. It's one of those sweatshirts that is really, really soft and fluffy, and then the more you wash it, the more matted down it gets. Probably, maybe I wasn't supposed to put it in the dryer, but it's so warm and cozy. It's just like putting on a big hug, and I have been wearing it pretty much every day. I wear it instead of a robe or a cardigan some days, just over my regular clothes. If it starts to get cold, I just put it on over whatever I'm wearing. So you probably have seen me in it a lot lately. And also it has these like pockets at the bottom, and they're not separate pockets. You can see it's just like my hands can kind of connect in here, but another way to like warm up your hands. And I just really, really love this. I probably should get another one because I've been wearing it and washing it so often. It's really getting kind of nasty looking, but I don't care. I just really, really like it. So my husband says I look like a Teletubby when I wear it. So at first I was self-conscious just because of like, I don't know if you guys can make that connection. But I don't care. It's just so cozy. All right, something else that I have been thoroughly enjoying during quarantine, and this is something that I've been doing, a project that I have taken on, and I highly recommend doing it or something like it. If you check out Ali Edwards' website, she has all of these different workshops that she does, and they're all about storytelling, and you use photos that you're taking along with stories that you're telling, things that you write down. Also gives you the ability to get really crafty if you want to. It's not even necessary. And she kind of guides you every month, and right now every week, as to what to focus on and what to do. So the workshop I'm doing, you guys may already know, I'll leave a link above if you want to see more about it, but it's called One Little Word, and my word is connect. So I glued this word connect on the front, and basically she gives you prompts every single month as to what to focus on and what to do. And I'm not going to give you a complete walkthrough of the book right now because I already did that in the video, but right now, let me just skip ahead. So this was like January, February, you go month by month, and in March we had to like focus on a specific thing to do every day, and then we marked, you know, the days that we did it, and then you reflect and write about it, and it's just been really a great focus right now. And I thought that because there's so many horrible things going on in the world right now, I wouldn't want to document this time, but I'm finding myself getting really into documenting this time and how I'm feeling. So for April, she's doing this prompt that is called I Am, and we just use these little cards, anything that you have at home. This is just a piece of paper that I just cut out of, you know, whatever I had, some hardstock paper that I had, and you fill in the blanks. So I am, and then I just write like what I am feeling, what I am doing, what, you know, what's going on in my life right now. And then last week was I give myself permission, and of course you can add photographs or quotes or whatever you want. And then this week there's something else for us to focus on, and you just fill it in as you go along. And it's a diversion, and it's a really good one, and it's a really good way to keep your mind occupied on something interesting, something that you can actually put your mind and your headspace into, and I just can't recommend it enough. So I'll leave her website below for you guys. This is not the only class that she has, it's just the one that I'm taking, but there are other things that might likely interest you. So that's been just a great diversion right now. And the cat is throwing up behind me. Do you guys want to know the real world, what's happening right now? Madison's over here. So Madison's been in the office the whole time, right underneath me doing flips and things, and the cat's been behind me throwing up. Yes, welcome to
the real world.
Hashtag quarantine. Okay. Let's get back to my favorites of quarantine. All right, another thing I'm sharing with you some of the things that have kept my mind occupied in positive ways. I have been reading books that are, I want to say, atmospheric. Like, for me, that's been the most important thing, is to go to another place, to have my mind swept away to another land, another world, and just someplace that is less stressful and more beautiful. So some of these books I have not even read yet. Some of them I have, and some of them I am in the middle of reading. But this is one that was recommended by one of my YouTube friends, called At Home in Mitford by Jan Karen. And just look at that. It's like this small town people. I just think this is going to be great. And this, I'm really enjoying the Enchanted April. It's bringing you away to Italy and being in a castle, and it's really beautiful. I just love it. This is one that I read last spring, Perfume from Provence, and I think I might reread it. And it's more of a memoir, but again, it brings you to Provence. It talks specifically about the town and the people and the atmosphere and the flowers and how beautiful it is. So like, that's what I'm going for right now. Everybody's different, but for me, being in another place, having my mindset in another place, has been a big focal point for me in the last week or so. And another, I haven't read this yet, but it's I Capture the Castle by Dottie Smith, and it's gonna bring me to a castle. That's all I care about. I want to be in a castle. Castles are my jam. Like, a castle in Europe that's very old and very beautiful is where I want to be.
Since we're talking about beautiful places, I would like to recommend Heidi.
Oh, Heidi, yes. I actually thought about including Heidi, but I just felt like I had so many. Heidi is another great book that's going to bring you to a beautiful place called Switzerland. So that's great too. All right, so that's what I've been doing, like, with my reading, and that's what I've been enjoying. And in addition to that, a YouTube channel that I've really been enjoying is Rick Steves. He travels through Europe, and he very descriptively takes you through different places all through Europe. And I've been doing this thing with Madison this week where we're focusing on a different country every day. And another one of my YouTube friends has been actually sending me updates daily, whatever country we're in. She's sending me like this whole lesson plan that she did with her daughter for homeschooling, which has been immensely helpful. So again, the whole idea of just being in another place and traveling, although I can't. So that's been a great thing for me. We've been getting crafty lately, and I found this on Amazon. It's 24 premium acrylic paints, and what I really like about it is there are so many different colors. So when you're painting a picture, you have a lot of different color options. And actually, Madison, can you get the picture that I painted? I'll show them. In case you haven't been following my vlogs, I'll show you. It's not that great, don't get excited, but
it is great.
It is great.
It's amazing.
So I painted a picture last week. I did this from Up. It says Adventure Awaits with the Up House. And we're just having a lot of fun painting lately. And I think you guys would enjoy it. I mean, we have nothing but time, right? And I also did get this really hard, like, construction paper. I don't know what it's called. It's like canvas paper. So that works really well with these paints. And yeah, highly recommend getting a variety of colors of paints and painting something. We actually painted rocks too when we were at our lake house, and that was fun. So something else that has been calming, relaxing, and great is my Young Living essential oils, and I have two here that I have been using regularly. This is the OG diffuser that you get when you initially purchase the kit, but this is like their original diffuser. And I have been combining peppermint and lavender, and I feel like that is the perfect combination. Lavender is calming and relaxing, and peppermint really helps with sinuses and headaches, and it's kind of invigorating too. And I usually do like 3 drops of lavender and 2 drops of peppermint, and I just put that on every night before I go to bed. And if I have a long day in my office doing work, I'll also bring it in here and use it as well. So these 2 fragrances are really, really nice together, and I really recommend giving it a try. Finally, my last favorite is something that I got for Christmas, which is my AirPods. I have been using these so much lately because when I am trying to get housework done now, especially, there are so many distractions and I am putting in my AirPods and like trying to do laundry and dishes, and I'm listening to a lot of Audible books and things like that. And I just find myself using these more than ever. And even at night now, when I am reading, I'll put them in and listen to like classical music, or I'll listen to nature sounds like the rain, just anything that can help to calm me down. I'm all about calming down right now. You guys probably are too. So this is like what I'm surrounding myself with, are all of these different things that are helping me keep calm in stressful situations. So I hope that you found all of my ideas helpful in some way, and let me know in the comments below what are some of your favorite things through this quarantine. If you found something specifically more helpful than anything else, please share it in the comments. It'll be helpful to everyone in this community. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying my daily vlogs, and I hope that you guys are all staying safe, staying home, and that you're still all healthy and well. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and that's gonna be it. See you later, guys. Bye.